ShartimusPrime, reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit, Subscribe, your Raptor Claw!
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another McFarlane Toys action figure review on the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Wonder Woman 1984 movie figure. If you're trying to get your McFarlane Toys, you can do so at Megalopolis, City of Collectibles, where you can pick up your Marvel Legends and all kinds of other action figures. They have their daily deals and an awesome rewards points programs. Check them out, link in the description below. And while you're down there, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thanks to McFarlane Toys for making this review possible. If you want to see the latest from McFarlane Toys, be sure to check the link in the description below. And I gotta say, this figure already looks pretty sweet. Anyway, the packaging is very similar to what we've seen before with the DC Multiverse from McFarlane Toys. It says Wonder Woman 1984 right there. And then on the back, you can see an image from the movie. And then you can see the other figures from the wave. We have the Arkham Batman and Joker right over there. Can't wait for those. And then on the side, it says Wonder Woman. And then you can see the window creeps up to the top right there. Not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Wonder Woman out of the packaging, and I'm very happy that I can get this DC Multiverse Wonder Woman figure into some dynamic poses. I have her up on a Mafex stand over here, not looking too bad. Get some great looking paint apps and sculpting as well. I do have a couple of gripes, but first let's get a closer look at those accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at Wonder Woman. So this is all the accessories that we get for Wonder Woman. You get your standard issue DC Multiverse stand, and then you get the trading card, and then the two lassos, and you can see that we get the DC logo printed on there, and you get the peg. I find myself being able to pose the figure without this, but it's still great that it is included. Then you get this image right over here that we saw on the packaging, still looking pretty good. I like it. And then on the back, you can see all the specs and the read-up. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. And then you get the two lassos, which both look great. I really like the texturing right here for the rope, or the lasso anyway. Really good sculpt. If you have this cross loop right over here facing the inside, it's going to sit better on the figure. You can see that we get a hook right over here, and you just want that facing more inward, and that'll just rest against her hip very nicely. I like that a lot. And then you get the extended lasso, which I wish had a bendy wire in it. That would have been really cool, but you know, it's just the plastic right there. But you can see it also has that great textured sculpt in it and very vibrant gold paint. I really like that a lot. I feel like this is the side where she's holding it because there's just extra rope, and then she's just whoosh, throwing it like that. So I am just incredibly impressed with this head sculpt. I think McFarlane Toys just hit it out of the park with this one. I love the paint apps on it. I think they just nailed the likeness of Gal Gadot playing Wonder Woman. Just looks absolutely stunning, man. And compared to some other Wonder Woman head sculpts, here's the Mattel Multiverse, or DC Multiverse Wonder Woman from a few years back. I can't remember exactly which movie. This doesn't look ugly, but it doesn't really look like Gal Gadot as much as this one does, I think. Still, this is much better. And then here's looking at my Mafex one, which for my 6-inch scale collection, my Mafex BVS Wonder Woman has been the one. But yeah, oh man, I mean, looking at that blush right there on the cheeks, the lipstick, the gold on the tiara, the eye paint looks great. I don't know, I'm just really blown away by this head sculpt. I love how the hair came out right here. Nice light brown over dark brown plastic. Looks really good with the sculpt in here too. I like all those curls and everything. Looks really good over here with the flesh tone. I like that bright gold and red. That looks really good. There's a bracelet around the arm. Get these bracelets right over here with some beautiful bright silver paint. I really like that. This part right over here, I found these wrist pegs kind of annoying me while taking photos. That is something I noticed. I really like how this piece looks right over here with the texturing on the hands. I wish we got interchangeable hands with this figure, by the way. That's a gripe I have. So I wish we got, you know, some punching hands. That would have been pretty nice to have. And then you can shift this skirt piece around a little bit as you pose it around. I'll get into the articulation more later on. But yeah, great looking skirt right over here. Love the texturing and paint on it. Looks really good. And then, you know, there's no Gal Gadot. It flattens up pretty big time over here on the back. There's nothing going on whatsoever. And I gotta say, I don't really like the sculpt on the thighs. I mean, the thighs just look, I don't know, they just look really plain. You know, yeah, the butt's really super flat over here and everything, and no curves or anything on the thighs. So that bothers me. And it does seem a little extra long right here. I feel like this could have been shortened just a little bit. But I do like the bright gold and the sculpting for the knee pads. Nice straps right over there. Again, the boots with the metallic red looks really good. The ankles do look a little clunky, and that bothered me at first, but then I quickly got over it because I was able to get her into a lot of poses that made me very happy. So You know, it depends on what you like, but yeah, the ankles don't really bother me so much, and I do like how these boots look right over here with the straps coming around the top and everything. Nice, vibrant paint apps, and then you can see the peg holes at the bottom of her feet. I gotta say, I mostly like the articulation on this figure. I just wish I can get her head to move up. Her head barely moves up at all right over here. The hair is pretty soft enough, so if there was a disc hinge in there, she would be able to look up a lot more than that, but yeah, we're not getting much looking up action over here. She will look down very far, though. You do get side-to-side motion right here, and a little bit of head tilting right there, or pivoting anyway. We have butterfly joints that allow her to move forward and back at the shoulder, and shift up and down a little bit, and then the shoulder joint allows her arms to move outward that much. She can move her arms down all the way, rotate a full 360, bicep swivel, great double jointed elbows right there. Then the wrist turns side to side and hinge up and down or side to side, depending on how you have that configured. You get a diaphragm joint that turns side to side, diaphragm pivoting. She crunches forward just a little bit and back that much. You also get a waist joint that could turn side to side, waist pivot and crunches forward that much and back. So with both of those joints, she'll crunch forward that far, and then with both of them, she'll bend back that far. Hip joints move very far outward, look at that. And she can kick forward very far and back a lot. No upper thigh cut, it just wiggles a little bit side to side right over here. I really wish we got a legit thigh cut. We really need that. And then you get some double jointed knees that only bend in that far. And then the ankles can turn side to side. They hinge down and up, and she does have ankle pivot, which is a tricky ankle pivot. It's kind of like how the wrist joint works. You gotta, configure it a certain way to get that ankle pivot really going. But once you figure it out, boom, there it goes. Oh, and we also get toe articulation too. Now to measure out this Wonder Woman figure, you can see that she is standing just at about the 7.5-inch mark. Pretty tall figure. And then for a size comparison, we have our Wonder Woman 1984 movie figure next to the two other female DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys figures that we have. Harley Quinn from the animated series, and we have Batgirl. And yeah, wow, Wonder Woman does stand pretty tall. And just because this is the only possible Trinity display that we can get from the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figures, here is our Action Comics 1000 Superman and the Detective Comics 1000 Batman next to the Wonder Woman 1984 figure, and they don't scale properly at all. I just wanted to see how this looked. And then here's our new McFarlane Toys Wonder Woman figure next to some other Wonder Women that we saw earlier in the video. We have the Mattel DC Multiverse Wonder Woman movie figure. I think that's where this is from, maybe not BVS. I could be wrong, let me know in the comment section below. Then we have our Mafex Wonder Woman from BVS. Now I rarely compare retail figures next to Hot Toys, but man, when I see something this spectacular looking, especially with the face sculpt, I had to compare it to the Hot Toys figure right over there. And yeah, man, you can see for yourself. I mean, make your own call, dude. This is a pretty amazing looking piece to me, though. And then here's a Wonder Woman 1984 movie figure next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Ooh, looks like you got the golden lasso of truth over there. Ooh, do me! Do me! I've always wanted to punch Ned Leeds in the face. I love taking nude showers. MJ was the best in the sack, and the whole world unanimously agrees that Harley Quinn is way hotter than you. Ah! Yeah, the truth hurts. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thanks to all these people over here that support what I do over on Patreon. If you're interested in supporting this YouTube channel, go ahead and check it out. Link in the description below. Now this figure, I am just absolutely blown away by it. I really like it a lot, man. I had a great time with it. I gotta say, really, my biggest complaint with it is the lack of sexy in the figure. Like, there is nothing going on with, like, anything that's supposed to look attractive. I mean, just the shape of the legs throws me off. And I've seen Gal Gadot in person a few times. She's not the thickest, female out there, but still, she's very attractive, and I wish that was translated into this action figure. It would have been cool, man. But anyway, I still love the figure, and at the price point of around $20, man, what a great price. I'm giving this a sub rating of I love it! And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see the latest in action figure news, you can find it over at toynewseye.com, and don't forget to follow me on the Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face, a simple shot. Your face, a simple shot.